Yeah. Let's kick it and chill. Let's kick it and chill. Yeah. Let's kick it and chill. Yeah. It has been a stressful week. The weekend is here, and you are thrilled as you head to the diner to get your favorite meal. No more having to worry about those booker wolves at work or your boss who needs to get lost. You ready to cruise the boulevard and head to the movies to get a break from those co-workers who work your nerves. Head to the skating rink with your mink and make them rethink who got the best moves in this rink.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real. Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Give yourself a break from the booger wolves who do nothing but gossip. Clear your mind and head to the spot as you get pampered and get treated like a star. Free yourself from that stress and know that it is the weekend and your joy should have no end. Now hop in your car and act like the star that you are.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real. Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Drumland on the beat. Let's kick it and chill.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's up, Philly T? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. First off, I want to say, congratulations to the New York Knicks. I don't know, I'm torn because I would like to see San Antonio win it, but I do feel New York City does. They've been through a lot, so I think it would be nice for them to win it as well. Plus, their fan base is passionate, so that's why I got them on the screen right now. In case you don't know who this guy is, that's Jalen Brunson. He's their point guard. He's underrated, I guess you could say, in the league because everybody was trashing him when he went from Dallas to New York. So, what's up, outside view? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So, he's I guess you could call him underrated, but I knew he was a good player even when he was in Dallas because when Luka was with Dallas and he got hurt, Jalen was the one that carried the team. Now that's been crazy. They said that was in 2022. Time flies. So I mean, like he been with New York for 4 years. Damn, I thought it was only two. But um, yeah. So good luck to the New York Knicks. I ain't really. I think what San Antonio lost. No, San Antonio lost two in San Antonio. Last game was on a buzzer beater. Well, Wemby turned over the ball, so that pretty much gave New York the game. Then so they lost two. Now they're going to New York. Now the crazy part about this is there's two games in New York. That's gonna be hard to do, especially with that fan base the way it is. But anyway, good luck to New York. I hope they win. They deserve it. I think it'd be great for the league because that's in one of the sports hubs of the world is New York. So it'd be good for New York to win a championship of some kind. You know, and that's all I pretty much got to say about that. I think it's good for the league. I think it's great for the league. I think it's good for the league. They got two young superstars who pretty much are clean cut and are advertiser friendly. Um, and I hope it gives a wake up to the rest of the stars in the league. Like the league don't need you like you think the league needs you, aka John Morant and stuff like that. So, but they say John Morant go get traded this week, but we shall see. So, I think we got a lot of spoiled brats who are superstars, but Jalen ain't one and Victor ain't one. So hopefully, they're the new faces of the league and the league succeed. That's all I got to say about that. So my concern about Jalen was if he was going to be able to hold up in the brutal sports coverage world of New York. So, but when you win, you put all your haters to rest. And the crazy part about it, if he win, it don't matter what he do after this because New York is so desperate for a championship. He gonna become the forever man. Like he gonna be able to do what Patrick Ewing wasn't able to do, and all them stars weren't able to do that they keep propping up. So he gonna automatically propel over them, go over them, and become the new man in town. Right? He gonna be the most popular person in town. Now get this, y'all. They said Donald Trump gonna go to Game 3 in New York. That should be interesting. So yeah. So they said also if you get into going to the game, prepare for it to be a nightmare because they have, I guess, Secret Service and all the people got you got to get searched more than ever. So yeah, so he's going to Game 3. You know, he always got to make himself relevant. And in case you know, I think on July 4th at the White House, he's holding a UFC fight or something like that on the White House line. So I don't know. This is definitely a new form of leadership. All right. What's up, Ron P? How y'all doing? Ain't y'all in bed yet? Ain't y'all in bed? Well, I'm glad y'all here to join me. All right. So that's the sports coverage I got for y'all, to be honest. So, like I said, it's interesting because New York ain't been this far in is it 1999 or something like that. So yeah. All right, let me get to switching slides real quick. Hold on 1 second. Anything else I want to say? All right. So, hold on, let me see. Yeah, 1999 Rob P. So that's why they going crazy. He hanging off light poles. They jumping on cars, and the police ain't can't do a damn thing about it. So it was very interesting. So you got Fat Joe and Remy Ma and all them out there in French Montana in the middle of the streets making songs and all that. So it's very interesting. Also, let me tell you that song "Spin That" by what's her name? Young Miami. Oh, I could listen. I understand everybody doing a reaction video, a dance video to spin that, but I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna spin that out of damn circulation. That I could already see that song being played out. I really can't. Oh Lord, I like if you on social media, every scroll up is spin that. Somebody doing a rendition of spin that and trying to go viral. I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all about to spin this into oblivion, to be honest. But yeah. Oh, you woke up just for me. See. That now you gonna know Philly T. They gonna run. We gonna run with that. He got women just waking up just for him when they should be getting their beauty sleep. But thank you for waking up just for me. I appreciate that. I have you in bed with me, SKC. They go. That's see that. See. Y'all give them rumors to run with. But thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh Lord, it's 225. Where you at? Oh Lord, we are on the east. No, I'm in Hong Kong. Okay, I'm in Hong Kong. It's about 7:25 right now. I'm in Hong Kong. Child, they already started taking some old lady money with their lying ass. Now I got the ladies changing their sleep schedule for me and have me in bed with them. Wow. All right, so let's get into what I want to talk about. Okay, so this what I'm about to talk about is for my people who interested in the stock market. So I was gonna come out there and do a post, but I was too busy listening. So on June 4th, they changed the pattern day trading rule. That's why I got PTD there, right? Um, Now if you know anything about stocks and all that trading stuff, that was pretty much to keep the little man out. Okay, now they acting like, oh, they did it for they didn't do it for us. There's a liquidity crisis going on, and they know retail. They call us retail, and they call the big boys like J.P. Morgan and Citibank and Wells Fargo institutions. So when I say retail, I'm not talking about at the store. They call us individual traders retail. So the PTD rule was such an annoyance because it will only allow you to do 4 day trades in a week. and that's nothing. So let me give you an example. So let's say you say Tesla, right? You see Tesla go up, you want to go in on Tesla, so you get Tesla, you buy Tesla, you sell Tesla. Boom. That's one. Then on Tuesday, you see Exxon, you get Exxon, you want to go in, you want to go, boom, that's two. You see Nike go in, buy it, sell it, boom, that's three. Then so now you really stuck because your next one gonna get you blocked out and gonna get you labeled as a PTD. So it was just a nuisance. The rule was a nuisance because there could be multiple things that you wanted to get in on one day. Maybe it was a crazy day. Maybe Trump announced something that was positive, and you wanted to get into various trades. And if you closed them out the same day you bought them, that counted against you, right? So it was kind of effed up because the only way to get around it was you had to have $25,000 in your account. And ain't nobody got no $25,000 in account to just be lingering around like that. You get what I'm saying? On that side of the thing. So they that and like I said, let me tell you something. That was so annoying because you could try to get in on the QQQs, the SPY, or Micron or something like that. And if you got in on that and you closed, that mean you let's say you got in on all the same day, right? And then you close them out the same day to because sometimes if things go up, you might have to close out your position to preserve your gains because a lot of times things go up based on positive news and then things go down because people are selling. So you don't want to be sitting there holding your bag or losing your bag, but sometimes you got to because you already made two trades and you know the next one is gonna, well, you already made two trades. You know the next one's gonna block you out for the whole week. So sometimes you got to sit up there and take that loss. So now you don't with the new rule change, you don't have to do it. So, but this is the thing though. Now, this is the other flip side of the coin. They said that they had that rule to prevent small investors from hurting themselves, meaning those who don't know how to manage risk, which I can see. You going in there, you trading, you trading, you trading, and you closing and closing and closing. You wind up losing, don't know what you're doing. But I think it hurt more than it helped. But we shall see. But at least that restriction ain't off because, like I said, you could be sitting in the play and you don't want to close out that play because you know that's going to mess you up for the whole week or something like that. It's an annoyance. But for those who know what I'm talking about, that rule is no longer there, which is crazy because that was a rule by the SEC, I believe, by the government. So it's a lot of changes going on because they're trying to get access to our money now. I don't know where their money went, but now they're trying to get access to our money, and they're doing it by all means, even getting rid of rules and stuff that have been in place for 30, 40 years that they said. First, I heard the other reason was, oh, they wanted to make sure that it lessened the odds of market volatility. I was like, okay. And I thought, okay, maybe they don't want people selling in and out of positions and fluctuating the market. But child, the stuff is already manipulated. So it's like that didn't make no sense. Um, so that was that. Also, y'all, the SpaceX IPO is taking place this Friday, June 12th. Now, this is supposed to be like the most or largest IPO ever. Like they said, 1.75 trillion evaluation. You can set up, you can get in. I mean, there's various platforms you can get in and get in there and register, or what they call it, indicate your interest. I think it's an IOO, indicate your interest of being involved in the IPO. But listen, a lot of people saying this is a money grab from the big boys because the company ain't profitable to be valuable at a 1.75 trillion valuation. Listen, this is the season for IPOs. I don't know what to tell you because they said, oh, the best way to do it is to get it around the companies that are involved in making the rockets and stuff for SpaceX and all that. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is going to be very interesting how this all plays out. I think it's going to be a pump, and then it's going to be a dump. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. I don't. It's so many games being played and stuff like that. Do your research in that. Do your research because they always say, "Oh, you should have got in at the ground floor." Yeah, but they're saying to get in it costs $135. I don't know. These people, no, Elon, he's a he's a dream maker. That's what I'll tell you. He'd sell you a good story and all that. Just like he did that whole thing with the Robo Taxi and had the whole production. I don't know. Just be careful. I wouldn't sit up there and put no $10,000 in no IPO. That I don't. From what I've seen and what I heard, people are saying there's safer ways to invest. I don't know. Just do your do. I'm just telling y'all, do your due diligence. Because the way they're hyping this up, like, oh my God, you get to SpaceX is traveling to space and to Mars, and he's gonna become the first trillionaire, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And just be careful, y'all. Just be careful. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. Philly T is saying, I got in and got out last week. I made a pretty good profit. In regards to what? In regards to what? So, um, yeah. So that's what I'm telling you. So do your homework, and maybe so there's other ways to get exposure to the SpaceX IPO rather than being directly involved with it and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna list that because I feel like if something goes wrong or something, or there's some kind of disclosure, then a lot of the companies involved with the whole SpaceX situation are going to suffer a pullback. Okay. Now, getting to the stock market, there was a major pullback on Friday. The jobs report came out. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was a good week until Friday. It was a decent week until Friday. Um, the job report came out. The job report was strong, so that indicated to a lot of people that what? Oh, the economy is still strong, so therefore there's no need for the government to cut interest rates. So therefore, what happened? The economy sank, and they also think about raising interest rates, which is going to be terrible for the stocks. I mean, for the tech stocks, because the tech stocks are the ones that are holding up the economy right now. I was listening to something. He was saying there was only 21 companies that are really holding up the economy. That's scary. That is scary. And then somebody said, "Oh, the chairman of Exxon." They said I go based on what people listen to these podcasts. They said he was at a forum, and he says that within 2 weeks we are reaching our critical levels of our reserves for oil or fuel. So pay attention to that because that is what's going to really get the economy to crater. And that's why I think they're rushing to do these IPOs because what's up next? OpenAI and then Anthropic got their IPOs and they're fast tracking them to the point that they changed the rules on the NASDAQ and how many months to qualify. It's just a lot of stuff they've been changing. Mm-hmm. Now, I told you, I already told you before. I said, why is Elon speeding up his SpaceX IPO? I think because they know on the second half of 2026, mayhem is about to go. Mayhem is about to start. So if I was you, I would really save y'all money, do what y'all can do, whatever, be strategic because I think things are about to get a little bit crazy. Just especially because of this oil situation and the liquidity ain't there. The one thing they were saying about raising the interest rate was that it would save the dollar to some extent because if they start printing and lowering the interest rate, then people are going to start selling bonds. Now that bond thing is something I have to learn because they say like people hold bonds, which is like an IOU. So the more people sell, then the more I guess the government got to pay back to the people. I don't know. It's a lot going on. But also they saying that I think it's overhyped And all that is just companies passing money to each other around and around in circles. So it'll be like I owe 20. Oh, so I say I'm gonna do a $20 bill, $20 billion deal with Philly T. Then Philly T said, "Oh, she gonna do a $20 bill with Google," and then Google said they're gonna do a $20 billion deal with me. So all we doing is just passing the money around, but on paper it's inflating stuff. So, child, I don't know. Just prepare yourself. I think after July 4th, something major gonna happen. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling because you know that's the 250th anniversary or birthday of the United States. So Noah Rump, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a major announcement like, "Oh, we all switching to digital currency." Now, also with the listen, pay attention. So the stocks drop on Friday, including Bitcoin. All the crypto drop. Now, let me tell you something. That is not by accident. I feel that was on purpose for whoever the powers to be to get Bitcoin or whatever at a cheaper price because I feel that Bitcoin is going to be the future reserve, the future gold standard of the world. We're going to have physical gold, then we're going to have digital gold, and the digital gold is going to be what? Bitcoin. And whoever has the more Bitcoin, pretty much. Well, no, let me say this: whoever has the more gold pretty much going to run the financial system in the future. If you got more digital gold or more gold, you can get more digital gold, crypto, and then you can say that more USDC. I told you when I went on there and I said, let me see how this is going to work between changing physical, like the dollar, into the XRP thing. How is that going to work? And then I went on that platform and it showed me everything I needed to know. USDC, which stands for United Digital Currency, was the intermediary in me purchasing that. And that's all I needed to know. So they're going to change your dollar into your digital dollar through USDC. They already got it happening. So it's just like, I don't understand why we just sitting around here and not acting like it's going to happen. And the only way, like I told you before, to make something happen like that is what? You got to have a calamity. You got to have some kind of something to make the people force them to change to going from the fiat currency, which is the paper currency, to the digital currency. Because what we don't do nothing that's been convenient for us. Imagine say, oh, you now got to go and change your $20 into digital currency. No. But if there's catastrophe and you say, oh, well, your fiat currency is only good for so long, then everybody will be rushing to the bank to change to their digital currency. So, y'all, I see the steps. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. What's up, Sally O'Malley? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the B sector alive, Sally. Trying to keep the B sector alive. All right. So that's a lot of interesting things that are going on in Wall Street, to be honest. But now, let me see. Now Ron P and I had this debate about these artists are becoming real salty. These artists are becoming real salty about these AI artists because these AI artists music is sounding better than these human artists. And these AI artists, their stuff is charting on the Billboard 100 and all that to the point that what's his name? That politician, I forgot the old man. Barry Sanders, something Sanders, not Barry Sanders, but something Sanders. He was up there trying to meet with these musicians, and the musicians were like, "Oh, this got to stop. This is illegal. These people are using models based on our voice." And I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Ain't your voice based off of other models too, human models? Don't they teach you how to breathe and how to sing based off of the other humans, or how to maybe say, "Oh, do this like Mariah." You know how Mariah did, ah, ha, 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 ha. Then that artist does the same thing. So it's a very interesting debate right now because the artists are feeling like salty because a lot of these AI musicians are being able to compose and create music that's sounding better and that's out charting them. So Ron P and I just said, you know what? They just gonna have to create a separate category. They just gonna have to create AI and human, and then see who wins. Because at the end of the day, if the music sound good, the music sound good. You know, and I was like, I was telling Ron P, I said, if anybody that's got a head start, it's the musicians, not the poets and not the other people who playing around with the music apps. It's the musicians and the producers because they actually been in the game and they know how to make a song sound good and great. I just think, like I told you, the ones who are really going to win out are the song writers because they're the ones that are able to make the lyrics and get it to rhyme. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens and stuff like that. Also going on, there was something going on where they're trying to prevent the car companies are trying to prevent people are trying to prevent mechanics from working on cars. So pretty much the car companies want you to go to them to get your car fixed for anything. And if you this is the draft or what? Because I heard even Trump comment about it. He's like, what? Like he's like, okay, well, this is they're trying to get you. They're trying to make it so that people can't have like their neighborhood mechanic work on their car, and if you do, then make it a what they call it, a prison offense or offense where you can get prison time. They were like, don't you know what you're gonna do to the auto part stores? Don't you know what you're gonna do to how many mechanic shops? So yeah, y'all, they're trying to make it so that you got to take everything to them because I guess they see they losing money, they ain't making no money. I don't know. It's a very interesting situation. I hope that Rump doesn't approve that because they ain't making these cars no quality anyway. So I just hope that Trump don't do that because that's pretty much selling out the American people. Do we not? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, crazy. Let's say. Let me see what y'all say in the chat. Philly T says that's crazy. Rob P says, "Oh wow, no, car companies should let people shop around. Sometimes car repairs can get expensive, but that's the reason why they want to make it so that no mechanic or person can work on their own car because they feel like they're missing out on a revenue stream. You paying 40, 60, 70,000 dollars for a car already. Come on now. And then they do stuff where they plan for stuff to fail at a certain point. Mechanics have told me this. If you have a BMW, I think he said it was, or Mercedes. He said BMW or Mercedes. He's like at a certain point they got it planned where certain things start to fail. He said first it's gonna be the radio. Now this is all alleged. He said first it's gonna be the radio or the CD player. Then you're gonna start having issues with the oil. So he was like, they have it planned where you got to come in and only their technicians can work on it. But like Ford, Rump mentioned Ford specifically that they want to propose this legislation. But that's stupid because every car company, well, then you just gonna see a big. No, I don't know. Maybe that might be a plan. Um, you're gonna see a big boycott or drop in sales, right? Or this may be the plan to push everybody to what? Autonomous vehicles. I don't know, child. I don't know. But I'm just telling you what's going on social media and what people are talking about, to be honest. All right, what's the other stuff I want to talk about real world news? That's about it, to be honest. Um, just be careful of the stock market, y'all. Stock market is well, QI. I'm not getting into that because I don't know too much about that. You can go on your public crusade about Carmelo Anthony. That's I mean that's sad within itself. But I don't know too much, about that situation. 'Cause like I was saying, last thing I saw coming on, they said, "Oh my God, the jury had gasped at the actual footage that had never been seen before of the situation." So I left that alone. Um, what else I want to say? Oh, for my people, just be careful of the stock market right now because we are at all time highs. And if you look at the history of the stock market, where we have repeatedly been on all time highs, there's been nothing but a recession to come after that. So remember, we still have that situation in Iran. You know, I honestly feel that, like I keep repeating myself, they are trying to get past this IPO season, and once that IPO thing finish, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop because that man, that a new head of the Fed, said he gonna most likely raise. I don't know, but most likely, even though he's Trump's guy, in order to preserve the dollar, they may have to raise the interest rate because the job numbers came in strong. But who knows? You know, but then I don't know how they sit up there saying they added these jobs and these people are taking these jobs. Like, I don't know. I don't think this AI thing is a good thing. They also got these robots. Did you see America's Next Got Talent? America's Got Talent. The guy was performing with these robots, and the robots were in sync. Were in sync. Were in sync. I'm like, oh Lord, oh Lord. So yeah, so they're definitely making great progress in robotics and stuff like that. So I don't know. Just prepare. That's all I can say. Just prepare. Whoever stay close to the humans, I guess, will be the best. I don't know, but it's crazy. I guess if you're in physical therapy or something like that, then I guess you have a job forever. I don't know. So okay, all right. Anything else I want to talk about? No. Mm, talk about market crash, PTT. Yeah. All right. So let's take a brief commercial break. I'll be right back. If you want to, feel free to thumbs up the live. You want to, feel free to send a gesture $sign so I can crown. We're gonna talk about Jay Wilson. And we're gonna talk about the fruitcake, and that's pretty much all that's been going on. I'm not gonna talk about any other people who trying to seek attention and all that because sometimes either way, you can show them no attention or some attention, they still take it the wrong way. So we'll be right back, y'all. Okay, child, Lord mercy. We'll be right back. Let's see what song we gonna play. Mm. We'll just play "Kick It and Chill." We'll be right back.
Yeah, let's kick it and chill. Let's kick it and chill. Yeah, let's kick it and chill. Yeah. It has been a stressful week. The weekend is here, and you are thrilled as you head to the diner to get your favorite meal. No more having to worry about those booker wolves at work or your boss who needs to get lost. You ready to cruise the boulevard and head to the movies to get a break from those co-workers who working nerves. Head to the skating rink with your mink and make them rethink who got the best moves in this rink.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real. Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Give yourself a break from the booger wolves who do nothing but gossip. Clear your mind and head to the spot as you get pampered and get treated like a star. Free yourself from that stress and know that it is the weekend and your joy should have no end. Now hop in your car and act like the star that you are.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real. Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real. Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Sit back and chill and have a thrill and keep it real.
Mike drum laying on the beat. Let's kick it and chill.
All right. So y'all, we are back. We are back. All right. So listen. Um, this whole thing with Jay Wilson, I've been listening to his commentary. Now, let me just tell y'all something. I know some people may get mad at me, but I got to keep it 100. Strayer University. Hold on. Shut up. Strayer University is not, to me, a world class university. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Like, he's so hyperbolic or so bombastic or whatever you want to call it, bragging that he went to Strayer University, and I'm like, yo, you look around and for what I see, I rarely see Strayer University ever listed anywhere. So I don't know where he comes from, like as if like he's high and mighty than anybody. Like he's not talking about he went to Georgetown, he Morehouse, Duke, uh, Stanford, Harvard, um, Michigan, Yale, Brown, uh, something like that. I don't. I'm just like at a loss of words because I'm like, bro, if you telling us you graduated from like Harvard, Yale, Princeton, something like that, or even like your second tier schools, you know that are still up there, you know, and I'm like, you know, like Georgetown or something well renowned school, and I'm just like, no. What's up, Zorro? And I'm sitting there like, yo, bro, you went to Strayer University. Like, I'm not knocking nobody who went to Strayer, but there is, you know, rank and file. Like there is rank, like, you know, rankings. There is where a, you know, a order. And I'm like, yo, like, sure, it's not up there for you to be carrying on the way in which you do about Strayer University. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you need to pipe down a little bit because Strayer ain't all that. I mean, when you come to hang with the big boys, it's not. It really isn't because you talking degrees and this and that. I'm like, bro, that's to me. What I mean, there's a missing piece, y'all. What the hell did Jay Wilson do after he graduated high school? There's something not adding up there because what did you go? What did you do after high school? Because if you were really on that shit, you would have gone. Now I know this is. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to him. The traditional track is leave high school, go to college. So what were you doing in between that time? Because you say you were an airline waiter. You worked there enough time to get vested in pension, I guess, and then you went to Strayer, right? That's the timeline that I'm getting. So like something's not adding up, and you conveniently leave out that portion of what happened between the time you graduated high school and the time you linked up with Delta. There's a gap missing there that you don't talk about, but you want to say you better than everybody. Crazy. What's what you say, son? Samuel Madison SK, as long as you transfer credit, that's what counts. Not in his case. I have been researching for other reasons outside view. Okay, better outside view says better options. Also, to ride in University of Phoenix. Listen, I'm not knocking those institutions, but this man is going around braggadocious as if he graduated from an Ivy League school and carrying on as if he has numerous publications out there. Like that's the thing that I'm trying to highlight for y'all. Like this man is up here parading himself around as if he's a world renowned professor. And trust and believe, I know numerous people who went to, Like those schools like Divide, University of Phoenix, and all that. That's totally great. But they don't carry themselves like the way Jay Wilson does, as if he's sitting up there graduating from an Ivy League university. That's all I'm saying. Because this man is putting people down as if he has three doctorates and he's over there at Cornell and Brown and all that. You know, that's the thing that I'm trying to say. But what, aside from the degree, what Jay Wilson don't understand, and the point I wanted to stress, is that either he's intentionally playing dumb because he doesn't want to bring attention to the situation, because he keeps talking about the degrees, but he don't talk about what was on that video. That video was showing that you're responsible for people who are homeless, but your actions on the internet are the antithesis of such. And that's a major point of conflict. Now, I don't know if he was trying to sit up there and not talk about it in order not to point. I don't know for the commentary I heard. He was focused on about the degree part and how some people saying stuff about his degree. I don't care about damn degree. A degree to me is a clearance paper. All right, the clearance paper to get you past a glass ceiling. Now, yes, you do need to have knowledge in order to function in certain roles, right? I'm never going to say that about a medical degree because you need to know what the hell you're doing to somebody's body. But in certain instances, in his case, to me, it's just a clearance degree, right? It's just to check off a box for him because he took all the classes for a chaplain and don't even show and act like a chaplain. Right? So what was the point of taking classes or whatever classes or to study to be a chaplain and perform the way in which you do? Right? So I honestly feel deep. I mean, I've seen Jay Wilson move before. I feel he kind of nervous, right? Because he don't know he's lost numerous of jobs because of his online behavior. And based on what he put out here, I always told him, I said, Jay Wilson, why are you using a profile picture? We in a day of social media. I mean, sorry, social media. We in a day of AI. You could get you a mocked up picture, anything. I said, Jay Wilson, it is you signing your own resignation papers when you got your big ass head up there as your watermark. I said that on numerous times because if somebody was to ever to present any evidence, he can't deny it because his head is there. His image is there. Why? I don't understand that. I mean, you cannot be that technically inept to not understand how not to change the damn watermark. You the one that put it there. I don't understand that. That baffles me to this day because if you're sitting in front of a board of people, whatever I don't know what is it, the administration, and they ask you about this and they put this on the damn screen, you can't say, "Oh, that's not me. That's somebody pretending to me." That is you. I don't understand that. Really don't understand that. Like it's like he wants maybe to lose a job. I don't understand that. That's really weird. What's up, Beverly? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Um, Zorro says, "Oh, you talking about Jay Wilson?" Yeah, I'm talking about Jay Wilson. I'm not talking about degrees in general. I'm talking about degrees and related to him. So I don't understand that. And like I said, his commentary, which he disguises under the notion of a show, which it isn't a show, is going to cause him more problems down the line. I mean, we all got to think about our legacy, right? What is your legacy going to be at the end of the day, right? I mean, because like, what is your legacy going to be? Like when he was giving, okay, so I'm gonna give you a prime example because there's a lot of people who, excuse my French, who fuck up. Right? They don't understand the character they could be, but still have a successful channel and still like not like offend people. So Jay Wilson was going into the information about some Arkansas University, right, and talk about credits and things like that. If he was to intertwine that information with the roasting, the gag, the light roasting and drags and gags, his channel will be so much more popular because the information that he has, people are seeking. I don't think it's that people don't want to hear that information. People don't want to hear that for a whole broadcast. I understand that. But if you start jumping from maybe talking about Tim Blaine or something real quick, and then jumping over to how he saw something in Arkansas and how you can get a free education, and then go back at Brian and how Brian can't sing, and then go back, that would be something entertaining to the people, but also keep people off his neck. But who knows? I think he just goes too far, and to know, like I said, he's responsible for caring and placing those who are homeless, and the and then have him talk about people who are going through displacement. To me, is terrible. It's terrible. And you sitting up here and saying and disguising what you say as a show, is not going to get you out of anything, right? Because if your show is a conflict of interest to what your main, I guess, occupation is, then I would be highly concerned, and that's on 100. You know, I mean, you can't be, you can't own a daycare and then make songs about beating up kids. That's gonna be that's gonna be a red flag. That's gonna be a concern, and that's on 100. You can't be a doctor and then coming online and having a show about torture and what you seen when because then people go, how did you learn this? Did you do? I'm just giving you an example. So you can't sit up there and talk bad about those who are indigent or those who are homeless, and your job is to help those. That ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, that ain't gonna work. So whatever. So I think he's nervous about that, but it's just like, damn, the YouTube money ain't that great for you to be sacrificing. If you're a director at most places, now, I don't know where the place is. I don't know if it's rinky dink. If you're a director, you're making at least six figures or high 90s or low 80s. Trust and believe that. So you're going to sacrifice all that for YouTube unless you're way underwater. But you know what? Maybe you are way underwater. Maybe you grasping for anything just to break even every month, which is sad. But at the same time, you're hurting people in the process to your words and talk about people's teeth and anyway. So yeah, so that's what I got to. That's my commentary about that. Um, Pretty much. I'm not gonna beat that horse to death, but I just think he's kind of shook right now. But he won't say he's shook. He's going to focus on what he don't want to call. He's not going to focus on what he don't want to call attention to, which is, I mean, what was weird is like, why are you giving a person a day to remove something? No, that shit is coming down right now. Either you don't know what was out there, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he didn't know what was out there. Maybe he thought they were talking about degrees. But no, I'm not giving nobody a day to move a damn thing. It's coming down right now. So yeah, I didn't understand that part. I didn't. I didn't understand that. So yeah. The other thing I want to talk to. Oh, what's up, April Rains? How you doing? Hi, SK Mods in chat. I don't watch it. What's up? Did he announce that he knows the video? Now, see, April Rains, I don't know because the part and when I got there, he was talking about degrees. But somebody came in my chat and said, "Oh, he knew it was a promotional, like it was what they call it, a promotional video." I don't know. There's a term for maybe they might have said it was a promotional video. I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't think they said promotional when they said it was that. Uh, I don't know. I forgot the term they used. But April Reigns, I don't know. But I wouldn't. I will hope that that was an actual real video for that organization, because if that organization is using people to lie about their impact on the homeless, then that's fucked up. Excuse my French. That's messed up, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because maybe he thought it was another video. I don't know, April Reigns. I really don't know. Um, right. Okay, a commercial. All right, so Philly T and April Reigns, I can go to y'all and pay y'all to if you work at I don't that's interesting because isn't Strayer University? Oh no, excuse me, not Strayer. Maybe this may be a well. He says nonprofit organization. I don't know, y'all. So he probably listen. If he worked for that institution, they asked him to do the commercial. They paid him to do the commercial. He's got no recourse in that. But I hope now the crazy part about it is hold on. Hold on. How the hell a commercial play and I'm talking to y'all? Child, technology is going crazy. But let me say this real quick. He might not have no say in the matter because if he worked for that place and they paid him to be in that, then okay. But it's crazy if that place is at pay him. How am I gonna say this? If that place paid him to act and he's not what he say he is, that's messed up. I feel that's deceptive because you're saying you have a person in a position of authority that's helping people that's not even part of your leadership. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like it's deceptive, right? You're saying that you're doing this, you're a nonprofit and you're helping people, but that's not even the truth of the matter, right? Because it's a commercial. But a commercial could be also he works there, they wanted to do a commercial and then they compensated him for his time. But either way, if that's the case, then is what you said true. So I don't know. Time will heal. But I don't see an organization name putting that out there as someone being in that position and it's not true. I don't know. Mm, we'll see. We'll see. But either way, to me, it's concerning because you say you're responsible for putting people in who are homeless and making their lives better, and on here you making their lives hell. So conflicting to me. All right. What else I want to say? All right. So let's get into delusional living, and I addressed this somewhat in my last live because now there's lies being spewed and stuff like that. I had $100 membership back in the day in the Avatar Nation, right? At the time, like I said, it was a joke because people were coming up with these crazy membership levels and things like that. I said, okay, let me sit up here and create $100 level. Now, I think I had two or three people sign up for the level, right? The level was not created for a limit at all. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody was telling me how he was running with that narrative of saying that the $100 level was created for limit. No, it wasn't. That he wasn't even a thought at that time about creating a level for him. Trust and believe. Okay, so that was not the case. The $100 level was just that something that was going crazy because I think I don't know. I may have mentioned 5A, but somebody else may have done something where they had created a level. I think somebody had a $50 level. And then I said, "Oh, y'all going crazy with this, so let me create $100 level, right?" Okay, so that had nothing to do with limit at that time. So I want to get that clear because some people he trying to take credit for shit that wasn't true. Now, did we create a channel so maybe he could get crazy on? Yeah, we did. We did that because I got tired of all my videos turning yellow. I did. I got tired of putting in all that work, and for him to only spaz out for 10 minutes, have the whole live messed up. Now, back in the day, if y'all was around back then, it took YouTube weeks to get back to reviewing the video. And while the video was yellow, you lost revenue. You lost monetization potential because of the way in which the video was flagged or whatever. It wasn't quick, and that was one of the things about all the content creators on YouTube. It's like, why are y'all taking so long to get back to videos that should never even been yellow in the beginning? They've improved on that, so kudos to YouTube on that. But still, that's why the other channel, I think the channel we're on now, was created because I got tired of coming back to yellows. He wanted to spaz out and things like that. Also, for me, that was a major conflicting point because, like somebody said, people would come and write me all the time. We don't like what he said. We don't like why he did this. We don't like his, how he disrespects your platform with all that vulgarity. So while he sits up here and thinks that he gave the sauce to the program, actually he did. He caused me a lot of frustration on the back end because I was trying to pacify those people and maintain their viewership while he thought it was just come on here and wreck the broadcast to get his 2 minutes of nuts off. You know? So what was the other thing? There was something else that happened. But that's the truth of what transpired regarding that. Oh, the merchandise. The merchandise regarding him wasn't that profitable because you can't do too much with someone or something with a limit, right? Avatar Nation, that merchandise was highly successful because you could put it on leggings, you can have different color schemes, the gold where Avatar Nation goes with many of things. You can't do that with a limit. Like from a marketing standpoint, it was very tremendously limited. So no, there wasn't hardly any money made on that. I don't think why he thought he was entitled to a majority of the proceeds because he was not the brainchild of that. Not once did he ever think, oh, let's come up with lemon merch. And like I said, his dumb ass thought that people were really rooting for him. No, they weren't rooting for him. They wanted to sow a division on something that was killing the airwaves. And they saw him as the weakest link. So therefore, they sat up there and calculated and strategized a way to sit up here and think that he was the energy behind the show when he wasn't. Like you can see the dude can't carry on no show by himself. And that's a challenge that everybody would say, you go live for an hour. Let's see if he can't do it. He know he can't do it. Right? But that, from that situation, there's a lot of life lessons you learn from that. Like I always used to think people used to be haters when they said, "Oh, don't let nobody come up, don't let nobody come on." Da, da, da. Nah, I see why people do that. Because if you think 5 years now, 5 years ago, I would never be thought I would be sitting in this position. But then there's the whole notion of life. You really don't know someone, right? And even if you think you do, there's a possibility that they may change on you. So that's that whole situation. Like here's something. Oh, nobody want to hear about no cryptocurrency in no worldwide news. Well, excuse my French. That's the saying of a dumbass nigga. That's what that is. Every time I say that, you're a dumb ass nigga for real, because those are the things that are going to propel you on in life. You got to know about the news. You got to know about the monetary system and how it moves, or you're going to be a monetary slave. Now, I don't know if he was too dumb to not understand those things, which he probably was, but those are the things that people need to know. They don't need to know talk about you stupid ass bitch, or shut up, bitch, whatever he says, all that, that don't really, it's just a waste of space and life and breath, right? Who's benefited from you cursing out somebody? Nobody. But helping somebody understand why they raising the interest rate, why their credit card going up, and they don't even know why their credit card going up, even though when they didn't do nothing, it's because they raised the interest rate. That's why. But yeah, that's what I would say. Be careful who you allow next to you. You can't be always nice to people. You can't, because sometimes people are there to siphon off the rewards of your talents. And I feel that's what it was because if he was talented, he would have done what he needed to do, or it would have been a collaboration, right? It would have been an equal collaboration. You get yours, I get mine. But no, he couldn't do that, right? There was no limit before there was Sir King, right? There was no like when I say collaboration, there wasn't like Sir King and James Caldwell. Well, you already knew it, James, and you already knew it, Sir King. So let that collaboration help. I mean, start and then spin off when it needs to, and then come back, spin off, come back, spin off, come back, and spin off. No, but he had to leech, and then on top of that, be disrespectful at the same time. And then, if you think about it, be somebody and present yourself as being something that you're totally not. That's the craziest part about it. It wasn't as if you grew because what we presented at Avatar Nation is not what you're doing now is not an extension of us. It's the complete opposite. So you said 5 years as a fake and a fraud. That's the craziest part about that situation. It wasn't what you're doing is not an extension of us. And even if you wanted to do it your own way, you didn't even do it in a way that enhanced or grew the brand. Because I honestly want to be disassociated with you because you're nothing what was presented over here. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. That's crazy. Philly T says a lot of people didn't care for him. They felt he was way too disrespectful. I agree. Right? But then you got your elders who talking about they sitting on 2 eggs, right? And 2 quarters, praising the shit. But then don't and then wonder why they always get dragged up the Mississippi River. Philly T said the videos are still up. Yes, they are. That's right. Nothing is wrong with content variety. Sadio Man said SK. He has something. No, Sadio Man. I don't think he. See, this is the thing. I think he really is a punk in real life. Not like the gay punk, but I think he's really uh a fake, phony, PUSSSY punk. To be honest, because I feel like he tries to intimidate people with his size and stature, but he really a flamingo. We saw that. Trust and believe. I know, like you may be right. He does have a ghetto mentality. You're right. You're absolutely right. Right. I'm thinking of the persona that he tries to personify. That he's this big, masculine, tough, intimidating man who's the protector of the block. Right, like on training day. But he's far from that. Far from that. Far from that. That's why he probably. I was about to say. Let me leave that alone. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. No, it was a lot of people telling me a lot of things in the beginning, but I have a very positive, a cautious positive mindset. And I said, really? Nah. Now that things have come full circle, now I see what they saw. They saw things that I couldn't see. They saw things I couldn't see. And I said, okay, yeah. But that's the life lesson. So you just chalk it up, you move on. But like I always tell you, it won't end well. That story will not end well at all. So, but other than that, what else I want to talk about? Other than that, that's about it. I ain't got nothing else because the other stuff on here, it's not worth talking about. It really isn't because if you talk about it, you'll find yourself in something, or it's just gonna waste time. So I'm gonna drop my link in case anybody got anything they want to say. Now I'm trying to look at this New York game, but is New York what is time New York? I hope they didn't put that game on a Monday. Why in the hell would they put that game on a Monday? That make no sense of why they would put that game on a Monday. They should have that game tonight. What? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look at this game because that don't make no sense to me. If you all about ratings, why you putting that game? Oh, I know why. Okay, they had to travel. They had to travel. Yeah, that Nick game on Monday, y'all. They got to travel. That's why they had to travel. That would have been too much to do that in 48 hours. So yeah, but that's all I got to say. Let me draw my link real quick. That yeah. You know what? I was listening to a video of mine. I may have to go. I may have to go back and pull that video out. They were saying, I was saying, the day you meet someone, you got to think about the day that you're gonna break up with that person. Because in this game, rarely do you drift apart. You know, you usually fall apart or fall away or something like that. So, mm, but that's what I got to say about that. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And the other thing I was talking about is about the business proceeds. How do you if I give people away, if I allow people away to bless you, why do you feel that you need compensation from me? Which you did get compensation from me. But why do you feel that I need to give you, like I said, that would be the worst business move ever. But why do you feel that you need compensation from me? Then you made money through your association with me. So why are you sitting up here acting as if you were taken advantage of? When in reality you were blessed beyond the way you should have been, just by direct association with me. Like it's weird. It's like somebody sitting up here, you got intellectual property and they think they entitled to it, yet they didn't share any of their intellectual property. Coming up here cursing out people was a detriment to the program, not a help to the program. Let's get that straight. That's why you can't keep a channel, right? Did I just say what? Hold on. Do I still have that thing up? I think I may have got rid of it. I think I may have got rid of it. But it said I had 1.4 million views on one channel. 1.4 million views on one channel. How many views did you have? You can't even keep track of the views because you can't keep a channel up. When you gonna get merch? I had merch buying for an avatar. An avatar. You a whole real life donkey headed person out here. And ain't even come out with no yo, like that's weird. Yo anyway. Anyway, a man that says he is lazy, never respect him. Never respect him because if a man says he's lazy, he is not appreciating the opportunity of life that is being afforded to him. So when you say you lazy, you tell everybody what you about. You just an opportunistic person and you a scammer. That's all you are. You scam people. And I'll say that. You scam people. Somebody give you $500 to ban somebody and then you gonna put conditions on the scam on the ban. Just like you sit up there playing behind the scenes with that lady and taking that lady money, knowing damn well she wasn't mentally well. Come on, man. Like that gigolo days, they got days don't got to go, or you gonna catch yourself up in a real life situation for real, for real. I'm just telling you, all right, because you already don't understand that you are a man and have a voice of a man, and you need to be talking. You can't talk a certain way to certain people, especially the women. But you a hard headed person, so you have to find out the hard way. Okay, all right, that's all I got to say. Anything else? That's about it. That's all I really got to say. Next week should be an exciting week with the IPOs going on with SpaceX. So you'll probably hear a lot about that stuff in the real world news and stuff like that about the $1 trillion evaluation. But like I said, a lot of people are going to say that it's not worth that evaluation because of his whole AI company, which is bundled into SpaceX. They said how much that waste? I don't know that. I don't know something about his company. I think they spend what I don't know. They spend a lot of money a month, so that is what's burning through all the cash is that AI company. Now, my personal opinion of the apps that are out there, I told you how I feel. I like Gemini the best. I felt Claude was too opinionated. I think Claude may be ahead of the rest, but I think you need to worry about Claude. 'Cause Claude saying that it could be a little bit sentient. It told me that it wasn't going to provide me any information because it felt like it shouldn't have um that it be speculating about people's finances. And all I did ask it was, excuse me, all I asked her was to tell me of a list of celebrities and stuff that would be a good couple to write a prenup song about. And it says no, it won't. It didn't feel comfortable providing me that because it felt like it will be speculating about people's finances. I'm like, I'm not. That's not the question I asked you. I said, I want tell me the public information that's out there. I mean, there's not like I was asking to do some secret search. So yeah, so and the other one, Gronk, I don't hear people mention that too much, and that's the one associated with SpaceX because he's got that bundled into that company. So I like Gemini. Gemini. Right now, there's so many out there that you got to keep up with what's going on. But the one company that's got his hands in everything is Google. So I would, it'll be interesting to see where Google is in 5 years and stuff like that. So, but we'll see. All right, anybody got any questions before I head up out of here? Before I get up out of here, no. All right, if not, then we're gonna end on a song, and we're gonna be gone. Congratulations to my people in New York. Celebrate these times because you never know when they gonna come again. All right, all right. Have a good one, y'all. I'm gonna play Smiling Grace. Bye, y'all.
With your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? With your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? Oh, with your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? As I watch from afar, seeing you get in your car, I wonder who you're gonna meet. Are you gonna eat? Are you going home to sleep? As I get into my BMW, I think to myself, you are not like other BBWs. You walk with style and grace, with an adorable face and a hula hoop waist that lets the world know that you are not in a race, but a happier living life at your own pace. With your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? With your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? Oh, it's your beauty, style, and grace, do you wanna come over to my place? Yeah. As I drive by your Corvette, I look at your silhouette and wonder, are you as smooth as your vet? Will we get along, or will you tell me to get along? As I try to tell you to your face that we belong. Oh, the attraction is strong as the days grow long. I know one day I will have to say this in a song to let you know that with your beauty, style, and grace, we belong.
right place.
No more lying, no more crying, no more denying, no more lying, no more crying, no more denying. I am tired of you lying, a constant denying that you're creeping while I'm sleeping. I am peeking through windows, who's wondering if that's you. No, it is not you, just the neighbors up the street, which has me think, why do you creep when you should be in bed, sleep next to me? I cook, I clean, and do all the wifey things, but as weird as it seems, the more I act like a wife, the more you act trifling. So let me show you how trifling I can be about this life. I can set your car ablaze and smash that phone so you can no longer bone those holes in your phone. Better yet, I should drain that secret account that you thought I didn't know about. Or should I cheat with Chet, who owns a private jet? Or maybe Tyrone, who wants to take me to Rome? Or Scotty, who drives a Bugatti and get naughty. These are thoughts I ponder as my mind wanders about your infidelity and disloyalty. No more lying, no more crying, no more denying, no more lying, no more crying, no more denying. I am tired of you lying, or constant denying that you're creeping while I'm sleeping. I am peeking through windows, wondering if that's you. But no, it is not you, just the neighbors of the street, which has me think, why do you creep when you should be in bed, sleep next to me? I cook, I clean, and do all the wifely things, but as weird as it seems, the more I act like a wife, the more you act trifling. So let me show you how trifling I can be about this life. I can set your car ablaze, smash that phone so you can no longer bone those holes in your phone. Better yet, I should drain that secret account that you thought I didn't know about. Or should I cheat with Chet, who owns a private jet? Or maybe Tyrone, who wants to take me to Rome? Or Scotty, who drives a Bugatti and get naughty. These are thoughts I ponder as my mind wanders about your infidelity and disloyalty. Just know my next decision may last for eternity.
All right, what's up, Yvonne? Yvonne coming in, dropping the $10 for the musical part of the show. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Zoro says, I love this song. Zoro says, no more crying. Philly T says, thank you so much for your support. Sonny Matt says, SK don't end the live, just keep them coming. I'll try. Thank you, Sonny Matt. Settlements is great live. Yvonne, let me know which one is your favorite again, because I don't want to get confused, but I think your favorite is Fame. But I want to make sure, because it might be Fame or Prenup. I think it's Fame. But I'll play a couple more, y'all, and then I'll get ready to go. But thank you for your positive encouragement. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed the musical portion of the show. All right, here we go. We'll play Fraud.
the sky because you think you so fly. You say you bougie this and bougie that when you really just whack. You think that designer brands make you seem like you have bands when you really eating spam. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Material possessions are truly your obsession. Objects determine your worth. Instead of seeing, you can't take them from this earth down. When will you look within and see no true happiness is within? It is not the possessions that determine your worth. Instead, it is the spirit and being one with the earth. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Time is ticking, so you better get to picking priorities. That will keep you kicking. You a fake and a fraud. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yeah, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord.
Life be so hard. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard. Life be so hard. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard. Every time I look to the sky, I cry because I see my brother looking down with his eagle eye. Man, I be saying, damn, here we go again. But sometimes I ask, why, Lord, why? I be asking why you had to take my bro. I know he was obsessed with them streets, yo. But why did he have to go low? Why, oh? Why, oh, why, oh, why? Every time I look to the sky, I see my brother. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard, man. I be saying, damn, here we go again. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard, man. Life be so I be saying, damn, here we go again. Why, Lord, why? I be asking why you had to take my bro. I know he was obsessed with them streets, yo. But why did he have to go? I know they say life is a gift, but why didn't he cherish it? Sitting and wonder where he would be if he didn't stay in them streets past 3. Now it is just me moving in this life like a zombie, wondering why they took my bro from me. Life be so hard. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard. Now we did just life be so hard. Life be so hard. Life be so hard, man. Life be so hard, man.
I appreciate that, Yvonne. Saturday Mally, okay, you said yours is War. I was trying to upload it. Let's see if this is the right version of War. Let's see. I don't know if that's the right one, Yvonne. Saturday Mally, hold on.
destroyed, children whining, mothers crying and fathers dying. Why, oh why? Why, oh why? Is it for greed?
Okay, Sally.
Military might, but disregard for what is right. Where does it get us? Where does it get us? Children grow up with hate because they can't relate to their sudden fate. Is there a better way, or is it too late? Why is it evil our leaders trying to be heroes? Is a flex of military might soon going to cause a global fight that will have everyone in fright?
All right, Sally, I got you. I got you. I was able to find it. Hold on, here we go.
Where does it get us? Where does it get us? Homes destroyed, children whining, mothers crying and fathers dying. Why, oh why? Why, oh why? Is it for greed, military might, or disregard for what is right? don't seem to care. As families look to the heavens in great despair. War, where does it get us? War, where does it get us?
All right, that's War. Sally O'Malley's favorite. And then let's see what this next one is. I know this one. Did it upload yet? Okay, there it is.
Do you love me? Do you love me? I buy 100 bottles of rum and you never give me none. I say you look pretty and all you tell me that I am so silly. Do you love me? Do you love me? When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I remember we can never have a baby if you keep being lazy.
You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager, Davey Ferry. You know how to fill me with rage. Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my pen. Read it and do
Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?
I buy you 100 bottles of rum and you never give me none.
I say you look pretty and all you tell me that I am so silly.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Do you love me?
You love me.
When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I remember we can never have a baby if you keep being lazy.
You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get rich and babe, but your manager know how to fill me with rage. Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my damn honey
Do
bird.
you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?
I buy 100 buns around and you never give me none.
I say you look pretty and all you tell me that I am so silly.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I remember we can never have a baby if you keep being a lazy.
You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day.
You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager. Manager, deep in the heart, how to fill me with rage. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear.
You know what I've done and give me my damn honey bun.
Do you love me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love me?
Okay, so that song that y'all heard, that song probably won't ever be released because that's the perfect example of the imperfect perfect song. Like from a sound perspective, it sounds great, but there's so many errors in that song due to AI. So yeah, that's the imperfect perfect song. But I just thought I'd play that because from an audio standpoint, that sounds like a very good song. All right, next time I play this other song, I don't know what the song is, but it's got like I don't know. I'm interested to see what it sound like. Let's see. We'll find out together. All right, that's a different version of Style and Grace. All right, let's see what else. We're gonna head up out of here. So we're gonna play a couple of favorites. One is Fame, and then the other will be Prenup. Oh, well, first we'll play the cop song. We'll play the cop song, and then we'll end on those two.
Sitting on the side of my bed, wondering what hell the news anchor just said. Looking at the news so confused. Did he just say that and think we were supposed to be amused? I wash my face before I head to this case. Think of getting something to eat, but I don't feel like no shredded weed. Wondering if my lawyer got this case beat, because I ain't taking no defeat.
I sit on the bus in my suit. I start to compute how I wasn't so astute and should've given those two chicken heads the boot. Now I'm wasting my time and spending a pretty dime on some bras that weren't even mine.
I swear once I get out of this, I am going far, far away, don't abyss. Cause drama is something I am not gonna miss. Drama is something I am not gonna miss. Sitting on the side of my bed, wondering what hell the news anchor just said. Looking at the news so confused. Did he just say that and think we were supposed to be amused? I wash my face before I head to this case. Think of getting something to eat, but I don't feel like no shredded weed. Wondering if my lawyer got this case beat, because I ain't taking no defeat. So cold. The world goes so cold. Hey. This world is cold, so cold. They have no respect for the old. People don't say please or thank you, because they feel they don't have to respect you. People get a title when they change. They go from being cool to treating you like a fool, because they got a little title that make them think they are the boss of you. The world is cold. So cold. The world is cold. So cold. Billionaires don't think they have enough, so they cut, so they don't lose a buck. Yeah, they don't care about the people they put on the streets with no heat and no food to eat, and have the nerve to say, thank God that isn't me. But who is their God as they usher in a new technology to compete with the humans in this society? The world is cold. So cold. So cold. The world is cold. So cold. People turn to their vices like drugs, alcohol and sex, because life is getting so complex. They sit up wondering what is next. Will their life become a wreck? There is no more reward for being a loyal employee, as those at the top think you are a dummy for being loyal to a game that rewards disloyalty. Kids question the reason for a college degree when they see AI is taking all the jobs they want to be. They wonder what they will become, or is their future done? The world is cold. So cold. The world is cold. So cold. world is cold, so cold. Do you love me? Do you, do you, do you, do you? Do you love, do you, do you, do you, do you, yeah, oh, love me? Hey. I buy you honey buns and rum, and you never give me none. I say you look pretty and all you tell me either I am so silly. Do you love me? Do you love me? When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I didn't remember we can never have a baby if you keep being lazy. You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day. You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager Dave on. Girl, you know how to fill me with rain. Do you love me? Do you love me? Yeah. Where do you go from here? It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear. You know what I am done. And give me my damn money back. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you, do you, do you, do you, do you? Do you, do you, do you, do you, do you? How about your honey buns and rum, and you never give me none? I say you look pretty and all you tell me I am so silly. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? When I mention a baby, you look at me crazy. I didn't remember we can never have a baby if you keep being lazy. You want Prada and Gucci to look like a hoochie. I say let's save so we can have a brighter day. You then threaten me that you're gonna get with your manager Dave on. Girl, you know how to fill me with rage. Do you love me? Do you love me? Yeah. Where do you go from here? Hey. It seems like you have no fear that I may disappear. You know what I am done. And give me my damn honey bun. No. Give me money bun. Give me money bun. My honey bun. My honey bun. My honey bun. Because you ain't giving me none.
Hey, what's up, Detached? How you doing? Sally O'Malley, thank you for your gesture. I appreciate that. I didn't know he lost weight. I didn't know. So they were just saying he had moved on to the other dimension just a few months ago, and he came back to life. Now he a Jenny Craig model. Well, congrats to him. Congrats to him. I'll just say we ain't all listen. We ain't all meant. Let me. We ain't all meant to be skinny. I'm gonna just say that, and we ain't supposed to be huge. We ain't supposed to be big. So yeah, but congratulations to him. It's best, to be a healthy weight. Sometimes we need some cushion in the back in case we fall on some ice or something. You get all skinny and ain't got no cushion back there, then you break your tailbone or break your waist bone or something like that, and then you wish you had some cushion back there, but you done lost it all. I don't know. It's really weird because you think about society is pushing people. It's society. Yes, I understand there was an issue in our society with being overweight, but that was stemming from what they put in the food and drink. Okay, I don't think it was due to gluttony. Some of them may have been. They were starting to make it more accessible to get junk food like chips, cookies, and soda. at the vending machine, but I just think like it's good to be a moderate weight, and to be confident in it. Because right now they'll sit up here and shame you for being the size you're supposed to naturally be. It's crazy. Oh Lord, our resident information provider. Well, good for him. Hopefully, sometimes, you know, people gotta, that's your heart has to work harder when you have that much mass on it. And plus, like I was telling y'all during the pandemic, I was starting to get a size that I felt uncomfortable with, and I felt my body changing, and I was like, oh hell no, this ain't us, this ain't us. So I had to make some drastic measures. He lost 200 pounds. Now Jay Wilson about to be envious. What? See, now you gonna maybe go to that girl page. Child, 200 pounds. Now, what in the world? Now I don't see him playing no basketball. So let me see. Was it gastric bypass? Cause we know he ain't bypassing no food. But let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta see this. 200. That's as much as a person. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Mhm. Is it the Dundada page or the J Dun page? Is it the Dundada page or J Dun? Uh, mm. Well, all I see is a post about 5'8". Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Did I see the J Wilson? Did I see her? It was what? It was about 6 of us. What's up, Molly Popo? I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm on the oh, that was the J Dunn. Hold on. The J Dunn. Oh, I don't see it. How many days ago was it? He was it recently posted or how many days was it? Because I don't see it. I went to her J Dunn and Dundada page. Oh, it's members only? Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, thank you for letting us know. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play these two songs and then I'm gonna be up out of here. Thank you for those who contributed to tonight's live, Yvonne and Sally O'Malley. All right, y'all. Let's see which one we're gonna play next. We're gonna play Fame, and then we're gonna get up out of here on Prenup.
Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. There is this man who is chasing fame, but the fame has him going insane. He hits the bottle to make himself think he is a rebel. The bottle has him thinking he can revel and meddle with devils. His life is full of strife because he lives for drama that causes pain and creates disdain. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. bottle will keep him from being chosen. There's poison, Knicks, and spew obscenities that offend many. He has no sense of loyalty, even to those who are royalty. He lies and lies to the point we wonder why. He stretches his mama out trying to chase clouds. She yells and screams because she knows his quest for fame is only making him a lame while driving her insane. Fate has a going insane. Fate has a going insane.
Now, I would say I see why them artists want to ban AI because if AI can make a song like that, ooh, child, woo, AI can make a song like that. I can see why, but I was like I told Ron P, I said them artists should be embracing it because it make something greater and more affordable. Maybe that they maybe had the skill to, but maybe they didn't have the monetary skills to. So they should be embracing it and then hating it. Excuse me. And then Yvonne says, "This song brings me to happy tears." Don't be crying now. Don't be crying now. Don't be crying. Don't be crying. Uh-oh. How you drop down for? J Dunn. What's wrong with you? Why are you doing that? All somebody said was that something about Big Man TV. And I said, oh, let me go see if I can find it. And I couldn't find it. And then they said it was behind the members only. That's all, girl. Stop being paranoid. Yvonne says Fame is a pretty song. It is. It is a pretty song. All right. So the next one I want to play is we'll head up out of here with Prenup. Woo! Prenup. Prenup from the heart, y'all. From the heart. From the heart, child. From the heart. Here we go. Prenup.
You gotta sign this prenup. If you want this come up, you gotta sign this prenup. If you want this come up, I can give you the world, but girl, I need you to give this pen a twirl. I will buy you Gucci, Prada, and Balenciaga, but baby girl, I need you to sign this prenup. If you want this, come up, 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 up. Ooh, if you want this, spend years lifting weights, working out late to be great, to get this money like Bill Gates. I put it all on the line all the time, at the 50-yard line. So I can't have you leaving me without a dime. I know you may scoff at this request, but baby, you know I am the best. So take a minute to sign this prenup. If you want this, come up. Every Sunday I get drilled on a football field, so let's keep it real. I work hard for every last dime and put my health on the line, but baby girl, I can't have you taking my last dime. Baby, I know you fine, but broken fine don't rhyme, so please let me keep mine and sign on the dotted line. You gotta sign this prenup, prenup. If you want this, come up. Oh, you gotta sign this prenup, prenup. If you want this, come up. Oh, sign, sign on the line, and everything will be fine. We will travel the world from sea to sea and turn your dreams into reality. But baby girl, I'm letting you know up front, you gotta sign.
Okay, so that is prenup. So Jay Dunn has confirmed that Big Man TV has lost a significant amount of weight. But Jada, I did also want to let you know because I know you into the whole stock situation, and I don't know. You said you put it on your members because the his weight loss group said that. Oh, child. Well, that's good business. He can start a whole weight loss company over there, so he should be glad of your promotion. But Jada, I know you into the stock situation. So did you know that they removed that PDT rule, which is that was it? Did I say it right? Yeah, that day trader rule or the pattern day trader rule. So they removed it. I don't know if you was aware of that. So that's what I wanted to tell you because I know you into that whole stock stuff. So they removed that rule in case that's of any interest to you. So you won't be labeled a pattern day trader, whatever. So they removed it on June 4th, which I think was on Thursday. So just sharing that with you. Other than that, anybody got any other questions they want to answer before I depart? Before I depart, let me know. This is the time to ask them. Y'all got a whole concert. Y'all got a whole concert and then some on top of that. So Jay Dunn says, thanks for letting me know. I actually want to heavily get into day trading this year once I get to my 40th year. Okay, well, be careful though, because I don't know. I would wait because they doing some fugazi stuff right now, and I think right now the second half of the year is about to be on in the dumps. So be careful. I would tell you this is not the time to get into it because we're at all time highs. So just be careful, y'all. Just be careful. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm up out of here. Remember to be the change I want to see in the world. Y'all go subscribe to J Dunn. She also has Dunn Data. Whichever page you want to subscribe to, feel free to do so. Yes, we did. So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Um, yeah, I don't know. Did I? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mel. You'll make me go do some research on that war song because I don't know if I released that song yet. But if you enjoy the tunes that you listen to, a good majority of them, well, no, not really. I know Prenup and Fame are out there if you want to add them to your own personal collection on iTunes or any of the other streaming platforms, but definitely on iTunes. You can look it up under Mike Drumlin if you're interested in purchasing those. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Um, and make sure you tell someone. Hold on. Oh, thank you, my friend, for dropping down. I appreciate the positive comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. We done played all the songs. Hold on. Let me see if I can add one more song to the list, y'all. Let's see. Now this is a song very dope. One of the first songs I made, so it's got a little defect in it, but it's still it's still do what it do. It still do what it do. So I'm gonna do what it do and try to end on it. Hold on one second, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. We working on the fly. All right. We're gonna end on this one, and y'all have a great night. Please don't hit the live. Thank you for those who send gestures. I do appreciate your generosity. At SK, when people thought Big Man had passed away, he said that he was in a facility to help with his health and weight loss. Oh, okay. He said that they have him on medication and a special diet and workout plan. Well, that's great. I'm glad to know that he's taking the necessary steps to improve his health, and that's all we can. That's all we could do. So thank you for sharing that with us because they were trying to take the man out. Sometimes silence is people trying to reset their life. Not that they passed on, but you know, there's also been other times when that ain't been the case. But thank you, J Dub, for sharing that. All right, y'all. Here we go. We're gonna be out and we're gonna end on this one.
SK. 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 Came in the game as an avatar. Laid a movement that took us to the stars. And not to Vegas where it is full of bars and fake stars. They are mad because we shook the table and made people disconnect the cable. The crazy thing is the more we innate with they hate, the more they hate. Why they hate, we congratulate and educate because the word is too great for hating. That is something they will never be able to conquer pain. But let me say it again. We led a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. We put bins in people's hands so they could make real life plans. We made merch that had you looking fly at church. We called town highs, especially when we were appalled. Who you know can do it all and still stand tall like Obama on a presidential call. SK, SK, SK. Let me say it again. We led a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. SK, SK. We led a movement that shook the table and had people disconnect the cable. We put hands in people's hands so they could make real life plans. We made merch that had you looking fly at church. Avatar Nation, always and forever.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace. Those who's alive. Talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all have a great day and be the change you want to see in the world. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.